point of this is the Brewers' season is over. If you're a fan of the Milwaukee Brewers, it's over. Kiss it goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. Forever. Forever. You know, they tried. They put their hearts through the season. They gave a great series against the Chicago Cubs. Won in the game 5. It's always one of those things where you can always look back and think, hey, look at the 2025 NLDS. Remember when the Brewers Cubs went to game 5 and the Brewers won? We always got that. But against Ohtani, who is kind of reminds me right now of what's that movie? Oh no, look out! It's there's and I'm saying this because Ohtani, he hit 3 home runs and pitched like a Babe Ruth against the Brewers last night. There he is. Oh no, it's look out. Starts with a G, right? Anyway, Brewer season is over.
He's got the 3-0 lead. Quintana put them in a hole. Kind of settled down a little bit after that. But the Brewers pitching held the Dodgers to 15 runs in 4 games. Not bad, right? I mean, the pitching wasn't the problem for me, or for anybody. Should be for anybody. The pitching, I thought, was pretty good for the Brewers, right? I mean, you hold these guys to what you did, 15 runs in 4 games, if I got the math right on that. You should at least win one of those games. Murph said before the press conference, before the game yesterday or today, he said, God, you know, if you hold the team to 10 runs, you should win one of those games. 10 runs in only 3 games, you should win one of those games.
Before I forget, Godzilla. That's kind of what Shohei Ohtani. He reminds me of Godzilla. It's like, oh my God.
All season long, the Brewers to me showed why they were the best team in baseball for most of the season. Most of the summer. Number 1 in the power rankings, but none of that really means nothing. It means anything, right? And I don't know what they have to do. How do you get better on 97 wins? I mean, obviously they're in a position where they got the 97 wins with young guys. That's huge because they're developing and they're winning. That's a rare combination because most teams that have a Freeland and Turang and young guys like Durbin, well, you're like the Pittsburgh Pirates. But these guys, unfortunately, it's a playoff experience in the last 3 years. But it's got to be more. We want more. Yeah, they got by the Cubs. I wish they would compete better in this series. I wish they would. But maybe the Dodgers are just that team of destiny. Big market, small market. There's going to be a debate for that, obviously, with baseball negotiations. That's going to be for day. But 4 games, man, that's you had told me a month ago, or a couple of weeks ago, when we started the series, if Dodgers going to sweep the series, we would have never taken them on the Vegas odds. I wonder what the odds were. All right, I'm going to give you some numbers, series numbers, and just how few it was for the Brewers in the series. We'll get to that coming next. Chuck Freeman here on Lockdown Brewers.
Apartments.com helps me find a place I never want to leave. And neither do my friends. Search now on apartments.com.
What do you think of that? You know, because I mean the Brewers were a good team all season, and just like he said, I mean you beat the Cubs, but you lost to the Dodgers. You lost to Godzilla. Godzilla comes out, hits 3 home runs and pitches against you. How are you supposed to beat that? Are you following? Is Ohtani the future of the Major League Baseball? Is it that you got to acquire Shohei Ohtani in order to win a World Series? Is that what you got to do these days? Because that's what it's starting to seem like. If you don't got Ohtani, you ain't winning a World Series. You know, when can a small market team capitalize on a World Series? These are questions.
$5 lineup. You got to use the promo code Locked On MLB. $50 lineups after your first $5 lineup. Price Picks, it is good to be right. You love how quick it is. Terrific payouts as well. Selected pass yards, rush yards, touchdowns, all in one lineup, more or less. And again, after you play your first $5 lineup, you get $50 in lineups. Using that promo code Locked On MLB. Download the Price Picks app today and get started this weekend. Chuck Freeman here on Locked On Brewers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. We are your team every day. This is our last show, obviously. We're going to be here all off season, talking Brewers baseball with you, as we always are. We have more to come here on the show. But our podcast, you get on Google, Spotify, Apple. We're the #1 Brewers podcast on the internet. Yesterday was the most downloaded podcast in Locked On Brewers history. Locked On Brewers history, the most downloaded podcast. And it's, this podcast is business success because of you great Brewer fans up here. Also, if you're listening to us already on the audio platforms, go to Locked On Brewers on YouTube. Search Locked On Brewers on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. That'll alert you every time we drop an episode of Locked On Brewers. We'll be here with all the Brewers news throughout the offseason. Just want to let you guys know that real quick. Some numbers on the Brewers in this series. Man, it's pathetic. Bryce Terang, 1 for 15. He swung at a pitch today, and I don't know what he was doing. But man, it was bad. And that's not Bryce Terang. Yelich, 1 for 14. Unacceptable for Christian Yelich. I don't know what that guy's got to do to become playoff worthy. Because what is it a coincidence? The lights get too bright for him. The guy has proven he can play in the major leagues on a high level. Why can't he get done in the postseason? Contreras, I was surprised with Contreras. 2 for 14 in this series. He's set to finish off tonight. Ortiz with 0 for 6. Shortstop is going to be an issue in the offseason. Shorey went 3 for 15. That hammy had to be bothering him. Almost hit one out. Andrew Vaughn went 0 for 12. 0 for 12. Freeland, 1 for 14. Look at these numbers. 1 for 15, 1 for 14, 2 for 14, 0 for 12, 1 for 14, 3 for 15. From your guys you're expecting to produce. The best player, Durbin, went 3 for 14. Look at this, 3 for 14? Yeah. But, yeah, you're not going to beat anybody. You're not going to beat the Dodgers, you're not going to beat the Pirates with those type of numbers. And it's really bouncing up, went out, made a first and second. I think, okay, got something going here. When Freeland bounces in that double play, it was like, Freeland, one of the fastest guys in baseball. He bounces into a double play. I'm not putting the blame on him, but that was just like the cherry on top right there. That the season was just, that this game was not going to happen. It was one of the few false rallies they had in this series. One of the few false rallies they had. I hate to blame anybody in this, but I'm really disappointed that Yelich went for 14 and wasn't much of a factor in that Cup Series either. The strikeouts. Not even any balls that were hit hard, possibilities of shots. Well, that goes for a lot of these guys, though. Were there any warning track fly balls here in Los Angeles? None in these 2 games. No. Did anybody hit, other than Churio, any ball get to the warning track here? That hard hit? Maybe the Brewers do need a bopper. We're going to talk about that in the offseason as well. We got plenty to talk about in the offseason. Oh. Season started off 0-4 for the Brewers, and it ends at 0-4. What a coincidence. They played their 4 worst games of the season in a row to start the season. 3 in New York against the Yankees. On opening day, got crushed by Kansas City, and it looked like this would be a 100-loss year. They rebounded and had the best record in baseball. They started off 0-4.